everybody. It's Gypsy, and it's tea time with the Gypsy Witch. So grab your mugs, your cups, your glasses, and join me for some spiritual discussion. Today I'm having iced tea, sun tea, because it's 9 o'clock in the morning and it's already 91 degrees here, so it's very hot. This is great tea. I make it myself. I put it out yesterday morning and brought it back in the evening. Right. In Arizona, you make it the very best sun tea. And I can make it any time of year. So what I do is I put it out yesterday, and then I brought it back in the evening. I put a little bit of lemon juice in it, and I have hanging in a planter, a hanging basket, the most gorgeous sweet mint. I put some of that in there, and a little bit of sugar, and oh my God, this is so good. Anyways, Audience, I just want to let you know, I think I'm just going to be rambling today. I don't have a specific topic because I can't figure out what the hell is going on with my life. I used to have a nice, quiet life. I'm one of those people, I keep to myself. I'm solo. I like quiet. I like being with people sometimes, but most of the time I like quiet. And it's just been like crazy, well, for at least a year and a half now. And these last couple months have been even worse. It's like been Murphy's Law. Okay? Now, well, I have mentioned this. I am having a problem with lower entities, the demon. I don't mean, my own personal demons, like I have things from the past I need to deal with. No. Yeah, because I processed all that shit. Did my shadow work and stuff like that a long time ago. Anyways, I'm talking about one. It came rumbling in here one day. I'm sitting here at my dinette in my middle of the desert where I live during the winter, in my travel trailer at my dinette, minding my own business when the shit hits the fan. I didn't even know what happened. Anyways, it's all very strange. Very strange. But, well, yes, and that's caused me, I try to start my own business online. I haven't been able to work on it in over a month because things have been so bad. And I like to get back to that because I haven't been doing my art, and that just will make me, not doing my art makes me even more woohoo. Yeah, I need to do art to keep me centered. That's one of my forms of meditation. So anyways, I always leave my hometown in southwest Arizona in the desert, the Sonoran, probably about mid-April to end of April because it gets damn hot there. And I start heading north. Usually I'm, much further north than this at this time of the year, but things, I don't know what's going on. I leave there. I come up to visit a friend up in northwestern Arizona, and my dog gets very, very ill. I take him to a vet up in Kingman. They had to euthanize him. He was that bad. He was 11 years old. It would be 12 on October 26th. It's coming October 26th. So that was the first thing that happened. The second thing that happened, thank God it didn't happen before I had to take my dog to the vet because I needed the money for the vet. A couple days after my dog crosses over to the spirit realm, I get a notice from my bank. They find fraudulent activity on my debit card. So naturally, they do the right thing and they cancel it. And they reissue me a new one. Now, they could not because my friend just purchased this property, and he did not yet have an address. You cannot receive mail here. It's common down in this area here to your house. He doesn't have a house on his property yet. That's coming soon, though. So he didn't have a mailing address quite yet, and my bank would not send it general delivery to the post office. It has to go to an address. So they said they would send it to my address. I had to go all the way back down to Quartzsite. Well, actually, I was going to have my mail service because we don't get house-to-house delivery there either in Quartzsite. You have mail service or you have P.O. box at the post office. I have a mail service because I don't trust the post office there, and for good reason. So they issue it out. I'm waiting for it. My mail service, which is a very good one, is waiting for it. They're going to forward it to me. It never shows up. Yeah, it never. It was supposed to be there in a week, and it way past a week. It didn't happen. I call my bank again. They reissue a new one and cancel the one that was coming. So I decide I'm just going to drive the 3 hours back home and wait for my new debit card. I get home, the first thing I do is stop at my mail service. Guess what's in my mailbox? The debit card, the first one they issued, and then had to cancel. I was told they just received it that day. It was that late. So I wait for the next one. In the meantime, down in Quartzsite, it's just getting hotter and hotter. I mean, it's hot here where I am now. It's even hotter there. I had to get on the road after a couple of weeks. I couldn't take it anymore. And again, we were going to do that. Maybe she forwarded it to me, but I said, you know what? This one is also way, way past due. So I said, I'm going to go up to Kingman because that's the nearest Chase Bank because they're closing ones in smaller towns. So I go all the way up to Kingman. Not the nearest. Lake Havasu has one too, but I was going to see my friend. My property sitting for him. And I said, I'm going to go into the bank and talk to the manager about this. So I sit down. I talk to him. He couldn't believe this. I said, it's not the bank's fault. It's not my mail service fault. It's the post office fault. So anyways, he says, we're going to try this one more time. And by this time, my friend has an address, a mail service. So we used his address and sent it to care of him. And it actually came in time. But by this time, it had been over a month without me having a debit card. Now I'm having all these issues with my bank. Everything I pay online. It was like I was transferring money from my bank account to my credit card and using my credit card for things I don't usually use my credit card to pay online. It was a hot mess. It was terrible. So, yesterday, I take my kitten. She just turned 3 months old today. To her first vet appointment. She had her second series of her vaccine. We get home. She's not feeling well. Thank God she recovered in the middle of the night, of course. Right when I want to go to sleep. She recovered and wants to play. So that went all right. But what happened? And before I tell you this next thing, I had this happen about 5-6 years ago. It ended up I just had acute bronchitis and burst a blood vessel somewhere in my lungs. Now, I'm property sitting right now for my friend. I'm on top of a mountain in the middle of nowhere. No one's around. My friend is out of town. All my other nomad friends, because it's summer, are all scattered all over the place. Nobody's around. I have nobody to take care of my little girl Persephone and my little kitten. So I'm worried about going. I should go to the emergency room or an urgent care. But that's an all-day affair. It's like pack a lunch at least. Especially since, well, the nearest one is an hour and a half away and it has a very bad reputation. If I want to go to a good one, I have to travel at least 2 hours. If I'm gone more than 4 hours, I come back, my kitten won't talk to me. For hours she'll hide. She won't come near me because she's so angry at me for being gone. Plus I worry about her being so young and being on her own. And if it is something more than bronchitis, and they admit me to a hospital, who's going to take care of my baby? My kitten. So, the weird thing about this is, oh, I forgot to tell you, yeah, I'm coughing up blood. And a good amount. Massive amounts, yeah. Last night it started. Last evening, around dinner time. And then it subsided. It stopped. So I go to bed, and I felt fine. I go to bed. I'm fine. 3:30 in the morning, I wake up coughing like I felt like I was drowning. Coughing up blood like crazy. It has subsided again, and I feel fine. Now, so I have that issue. I'm trying to figure out how to look into that while my cat is being taken care of, too. She's much too young to be on her own that long, especially if I get admitted to a hospital, then what? I would say no because I got my baby to take care of. But if I had a friend around who would take care of her, then I would do it. So, anyways, I told you about this demon in here. My family, their idea of exorcising a demon is horrific. It hurts like hell. Every time they start on this demon, what they're actually doing is hurting me physically. It hurts like hell, I cannot tell you. They had decided they were actually going to let me sleep through. Is this true, honey? Yes, Mother, it's true, and thank you for calling me honey. I'm so pissed off at my family for the way they're handling this. I have trouble calling my own child honey, which I call my children honey. Yes, they're going to let me sleep through the night. But I woke up at 3:30 with a chest full of blood. I'm coughing up. So it subsides. As soon as I get towards the end of clearing that out, they decide, well, she's awake. Let's exorcise the demon. 3:30 in the fucking morning, people. I was going to go back to sleep until they started. And being it's the summer solstice, it's the longest day of the year, the sun was coming up early, and I thought, well, it's coming up soon, because by this time it was after 4 o'clock. And already I see the sun, the sky getting lighter. I can't go to sleep under these circumstances. I hurt like hell because of what they're doing to get this goddamn demon out of here. And when you talk about a demon, you say goddamn, that's appropriate. Yeah. So I have been up since 3:30 in the morning. I'm lucky if I get more than 4 hours of sleep these days. They're working so damn hard to get this thing out of here, and I'm just getting more and more pissed off at my family in the spirit realm. So anyways, I got all this weird shit going on in my life. I used to have a nice, quiet life. Yeah, I'm going to keep to myself quiet. I like it quiet. No big whoop going on. I like just, peace and quiet. That's me. I don't understand. Maybe in a moment my son wants, my son wants to know if he can interject something. But especially these last couple months, it's just like, I don't really believe in Murphy's Law. I don't know. Is the God is trying to tell me something? The universe? I don't know. I was here. What you put out, you get back. Well, that's not working for me. I go out of my way to help people. I love people. I love, even though I'm a loner, I love people. I do things like one time I was at the Loves in Quartzsite. There was this young family needed help with gas and food. Now, I'm on disability. I don't have a whole hell of a lot of money. Thank God. They found somebody filled up their car. I think they were on their way to California. They had a little baby, cutest little thing you ever saw. And they needed some food for the baby. So I bought them lunch, which was much cheaper than the gas. So I got them lunch and a little treat for the baby. I was just playing grandma. I just can't help myself because in my family, I'm way past due to be a grandma. My family, early 40s, late 40s, you become grandma. I'm in my late 50s. Excuse me. It's not going to happen again. So anyways, it's not working for me for some reason. And it's not so I reap what I sow sort of thing. I just enjoy it. I love people. I can't help it. So I don't know why this is happening to me. Can't figure out if the goddess is trying to, the universe, somebody trying to tell me something. I don't get it. That's what's been going on. And I really want to get back to my art and my business. Normal, boring life. I like normal, boring life. So anyways, I'm going to let my son take over, I think. So thanks again, Mother, for letting me interject. I know you've been very angry about the way we've been handling the demon depossession, but believe it or not, people, it is, and yes, this is Michelle's oldest child, John. This is the normal way it's handled. Demon possession is not as common as some think, but more common than others think, okay? So we do know how to handle it upstairs. I sometimes stab the head. That's right, Mother. But my mom is very aware we're working overtime. So we want to have this thing either very toned down or more likely than not have it out by the time Dad gets here. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling funny right now, so this is Michelle. I'm having trouble believing that. been promises on other occasions. Right. And these are literal. These are not metaphorical, like emotional problems. And you're right, you have dealt with all that shit in the past. My mom, yeah, did a very good job, thank you, with that. It's hard. Oh, God. Talk about crying. Yeah, especially if your son dies. um, so we're working very hard so that by the time my stepfather gets here, um, you'll be back to normal. We promise you, we are working very hard, and I know it hurts like hell, like you say. Right now, it is more. Right, this is Michelle. At the beginning of this, it was more emotional. There was some physical, but it was more emotional. Now it's not so emotional because emotionally, I've gotten very tough. Physically, and I'm no spring chicken. And 60 is just a tad over 3 years away. It hurts, and I do have health issues. Right. However, we are working, and yeah, not that it's supposed to hurt, but occasionally we have an extreme case like my mother's where it hurts physically. Okay? Yes, could it be because of my age? I already had, right? Because John explained to me at the beginning, my past, it brings back past memories. It feeds on my thoughts, my emotions, memories, things like that. So because I am in my late 50s, and I already have health issues, is that why it hurts more than maybe someone else? That we're not sure about. However, what we can do is promise my mother we're doing the best we can, and that's the only thing we can promise. Mom has been staying away from most people. It's hard to stay away from my brother, my baby brother. It is, right. If I say don't come or I don't want to see you when he's passing through town or he wants to meet up with me, whatever, that would be highly unusual for any mother, but especially this one. Right, and he would get worried, and God, is he a worrier, right? Okay, so that's what's going on. We're trying to help get it out, and it does hurt people. Okay, it's very painful, Grandpa is saying. Okay, so we're sorry about that. I know you get very angry with us and think we're the demons. I know it's you guys. But that's what hurts even more emotionally, is knowing it's my family doing it. Right, it's almost like the egg, the demon. I don't understand why you have to rile it up. Yeah, rile is my normal pronunciation. I have a part Midwestern and part Appalachian accent, so. Right, now we cannot explain these things, and you know why. Right. Yes, this is Michelle again. It was explained to me by my family at the beginning. Anything I know, the demon will know also. What do you trick it out? Right, we're tricking it out, so you cannot know what we're doing. So that's how it works, and that's what's going on. Now, as for the last couple months, Mom, we're very sorry about that. When this is going on, you can't think straight, you can't do things straight. Right, and a lot of those things. My dog, I truly believe this situation, I took him home early. He did have a bad heart, but I didn't expect him to die at 11. I think he would last another year or two if it weren't for this. Right, and I know you're worried about Persephone, just like you were with Snuggles, right? She's a baby, and she's very small and delicate. Right, we have to be careful with her. I'm going to say more so than with Mr. Man. Why? Oh, sorry, Mom. Yeah, because he was on his way out naturally. We all knew that. Right, and I was worried about, oh, he's fine, he's fine. No, he wasn't fine. And I really believe he decided to leave earlier. That could be. However, with Persephone, we're going to be more careful. She's only, what, a little over 2 pounds, right? So we are being more careful. But with you, we can't necessarily be. Right, and you are aging. My mother keeps saying I'm no spring chicken. Yeah. There are people my age who are in much better health than I am. Okay? Nothing serious as far as I know, but when my friend 10 years older than me is in much better health than I am. Right. It's hard on your body physically. Emotionally, it doesn't bother her anymore. It's the physical part we're having trouble with. The more we berate it, the more it backs down. especially with you, Mom, because it was really throwing you for a loop every time you stood up to it. Standing up to a demon yourself is not always the best thing to do. Right now, it is for my mom, and she does, except she does have things to do in the physical realm. Yes, this is Michelle. Dealing with all these realms 24/7 all the time. Now, to me, this is 3 realms: the physical realm, spirit realm, and lower entities realm. Right. As a psychic medium, I don't, and I've never talked to the spirit realm 24/7. You live in the physical realm, it's a dangerous place. You have to be paying attention. You have things to do. You have responsibilities. But this is 24/7 for me now. And I have to keep up here and living as a nomad. You know, I have to pack up, hitch up, tow the trailer someplace else. It's hard. And I want to see my family and friends. I miss them. And stay trying to keep a distance, because I don't want them to witness this. Right, Mom? So that's where we're going to end this portion, okay? So anyways, yeah, that's what, my life has been very strange. Yeah, and these last couple months, Mom, is more distraction. Now, yeah, the fraudulent activity in your bank account and those kind of things, which we think we figured out. Yeah, let me tell you something, people. When Google asks you, when you go to buy something online, and Google asks if you want to save your credit card or your debit card on there, don't do it. I think that's what got me in trouble, because some of my money apps were hacked also. Be very careful with that. Right, Mom. So we think that's what that was, and it did kind of seem to happen all at one time. Boom. I'm going to wrap it up here. This video been longer than I intended. So, blessed be, and make it a joyful one.